Good Friday morning. Bill Loveridge here with Community Church of Loyalton's Daily Devotion. Today's today's devotion is called Jake and Judas. It's by Bo Haig, and it's from his devotional Tied On, the Cowboys devotional. John 12, verses 4 through 8. But one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, who was later to betray him, objected. Why wasn't this perfume sold and the money given to the poor? It was worth a year's wages. He did not say this because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief. As keeper of the money bag, he used to help himself to what was put into it. In the TV miniseries Lonesome Dove, we find some of TV's greatest Western characters, Gus, Captain Call, P, and Dietz, to name a few. But the one character that we all pity and even hate for the way he acted was Jake Spoon. Jake, like Gus and Captain Call, was a former Texas Ranger, though he ends up a fugitive on the run after accidentally shooting a dentist in a bar fight. After returning to Lonesome Dove, Jake was the one who came up with the idea to drive cattle from Texas to Montana and start the first cattle ranch there. Gus and Captain Call decided they would go, but Jake backed out and decided to go his own way. Later in the movie, we see that Jake joins up with a group of horse thieves who end up being cold-blooded murderers. After Gus and Woodrow come up on some of the murdered and innocent victims, they decide to hunt down the killers and see justice served. After tracking them and finally catching up to them, they find Jake riding with these outlaws. Jake tries to convince them that he didn't do anything wrong, but Woodrow and Gus decide that by riding with these murderers, Jake is just as guilty. And they tell Jake, "You ride with an outlaw, you die with an outlaw." In the Bible, we find another character that had every opportunity to do good. He had good friends, walked amongst Jesus, and was taught what was right and wrong. But instead of following these teachings, he chose to betray rather than believe. His name? Judas Iscariot. While Jake was a Texas Ranger, and he's obviously a fictional character, I believe his personal character had always been somewhat rotten. While on the outside he was charming and appeared to be a man of integrity, he was really bent toward evil. The same can be said about Judas. We can argue about whether Judas was a believer or not, but one thing was for certain: he was a fake. Judas' betrayal of Jesus was not a change in his character, it was a revealing of his character. He hadn't changed, he had simply been exposed. Well, what does this mean for us Christians? First, we must strive to be authentic Christians who not only talk the talk, but walk the walk. We must prove our faith by spending one-on-one time with Him daily. We must know Him, not just believe in Him. We must worship Him, not just sing songs. We must love Him, not just give Him lip service. So the question is, are you a fake or are you a true follower? I pray you're a true follower. Lord, help me to be the same in private that I am in public. Help me not to live like a fake life, but a life that is genuinely in love with you. It's in your holy name I pray. Amen. So chew on this. Are you the same person in private that you are in public? Do you have a personal and growing relationship with Christ? Or are you a fake? Chew on it. I'll be back tomorrow on Saturday with another devotion. Have a grand day today, a grand weekend. Again, I'll see you tomorrow. Be blessed.